Hello, hello. I know nobody's here yet. I just wanted to go live real quick to watch this news conference and see what is said. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, you are. You're first. Yes, yes, yes. I just wanted to jump on real quick so we can watch this press conference and on them getting this guy. Hopefully, hopefully they go live soon here. What you been up to? Official. I miss seeing you around. You are first. You are first. Tell me this stuff ain't crazy. I mean, our world is scary, isn't it? I'm scared. I'm scared for my kids, my grandkids, especially my grandkids. Oh my God. You crack me up. You hear me? Everything here okay? I did this real fast out of nowhere because I seen the press conference, so I jumped on it real quick. Oh my God, I get that anxiety like that so bad. Isn't it horrible when you feel that way? Like I seriously have many a times. Thank you, Simply Solo. Many a times I have anxiety to the point where I swear I'm dying. Thank you all for joining me. Hopefully this starts soon. Enjoying me. It's supposed to say joining me, not enjoying me. Oh, that already says how my day is. Thank you for enjoying me. And I did it under my other name. Thank you, Simply. So I don't know. While we're waiting for this, I was uh clipping and going through Outcast's video, the 1112 video, and boy did I find some interesting stuff on there by going slow and out with it. Uh the car speeding out, I can't find a match for it. Because when that car speeds out, it cuts the corner real tight, and all the other cars that go in and out of there like make a wide turn. That's the only one that does a real sharp turn. It's kind of weird, but I'm glad you all enjoy me. Oh yes, Katy Perry. I love Katy Perry. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Please, please, please. I gotta switch my account. I thought they were gonna go live soon. No. Come on, people. I cracked myself up, Scully. It's one of them days, if I don't laugh at myself, I'm going to freak out. So, uh, it's just one of them days. But I've literally been working on the clips in that on that video since
Check
5:30. Here we go. Hey, Cheryl.
Check 1 2. Check mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6. We're hoping to get at least a 3-minute warning when they start walking, but we haven't got that yet. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Everybody good? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Good.
7, 8, 9, 10. You good? I'm good. How about you? Nothing special today, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to watch his press conference and figured we'd jump on here real quick and see what they had to say. And like I said, I was working on the clips on them videos this morning, and it's weird. The 420 speeding off is just, I can't, there's no match to that one for certain. And I'm pretty sure it is going straight. It's not going backwards, but I can't quite confirm that one yet. But I know there's a part on it that I want to watch with everybody that I don't think anybody realizes it, but there's a part on one of the cars that when they come in, like the car makes it in, and right before it gets to the bend, the video, like there's no sound, it does a glitch. All of a sudden, the car takes off like at a faster speed around the bend, and then it slows down again. So that's me doing nothing. You know what I mean? That's just watching.
So still no official word on the start time. We will try to give at least a 5-minute warning on that, but we'll do our best on that. So.
Wow. Holy smokes. But so I don't know if anybody's seen that part of that clip for them from that one. I thought that was interesting because how it speeds up right there at the bend. I mean, one, it just proves something was done to it, but two, and that's, you know what I mean, me not trying to compare it, nothing. That is just it simply doing it. So they messed with it. They killed sound, they paused it, they glitched it, and then all of a sudden the car took off again. So I thought that was weird. And I noticed too that if you zoom in to the house across the street, the 1119, that house, the door that people come out, that person comes out of that we see, that door, if you pay attention right in front of that door, there's a car or whatever sitting there. When the car that does the turnaround and, you know, tries to park and all that at, what was it, like 406, I think, when it does that and it tries to park and then it goes over towards that house and then it kind of backs up to come back towards it. If you pay attention to the video, when the car is over towards that house, if you zoom in, the blurred out parts are crazy. But if you zoom in and you hit a certain spot, you can actually see people standing at that car that they have blurred out. There's a guy that's standing there that has a ball cap on. And I'm not one that ever sees any of this stuff like Rollo and all their videos when they're like, check this out and look at I don't see any of that stuff. I try. I can't. But on this one, I could actually see somebody standing. It looked like the guy that when the guy comes out and he runs, how he's like glitchy. Bald cap. Well, it's that, like, it looks almost like him, but he's just standing at that car, and I'm pretty sure there's probably like 3 other people standing right there with him as the car is turning and trying to, you know, do that little turnaround right there. And like I said, I don't see that stuff. I don't know. I always just thought it was pixels and, you know, different things like that, and they're just adding stuff in for certain, but that one I kind of thought was weird because I could really see the guy standing there. Yes. Okay, Scully. So you seen what I seen? Good, 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 good. So at least I'm not the only one that's seen that then. But that's what I was working on all morning is that stuff. But then this came up and I thought, well, I'll hurry up and we'll watch this together. And maybe we'll, you know, check out the video and I can show you. I mean, I could probably do that now and put this, you know, behind. Because they're supposed to give us a 5-minute warning, so I could show you what I'm talking about. But you know me, I start doing that stuff, then I lose everything, and then I probably won't be able to get back to the press conference. And you know what I mean? That's just my luck. I don't have much luck. And I said about my laptop, and I don't know. I've got to save up money to go get extra space. I don't know. I even paid for it. I even paid for extra storage on my disk because I got all the Brett Kapaka stuff. And like, I'm not kidding when I say I probably got 50 body cams from that SWAT. It's crazy. And I think that's what did it. It just overdid my laptop. So I'm having major laptop issues, and I don't know crap about the internet or how to do any of this stuff. So I'm just hoping I can get it working again. But I did lose like my very first body cam of Molly with her DUI, traffic stop, whatever, in Walmart parking lot. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Like, that's the one I'm so proud of and so happy of. You know what I mean? It was my first FOIA. It was my first everything. And I opened the file and it's gone. Like, I cried. I literally cried on that one. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I do still have the video, obviously. So that's a plus. But I don't know what's going on. It's just everything. And it's just weird, but I started this problem as soon as I started. Like, I had some issues for last couple weeks of little minor things that obviously I had an idea I was kind of getting full with storage, but I started deleting and that, and I thought I was fine. Ever since I pointed out this video, my crap has been horrible. Horrible. Yes. Oh no, I had that whole clip with the car that I went to Shogun's and I was so proud of and everything else. Yeah. Yeah. Day before I went to show you guys, I lost it. It was gone. I tried that video 3 different times. Every time I saved that video, it was gone. The only reason I still had that video was Justine, Lady Juzzy, that was working with me on it. She does awesome work. Love her. She had it. That was her copy. Otherwise, I would have been, I lost it all and I would have had to start completely over again. I mean, we had bigger plans with it, you know, to put in the reports and do all that stuff with it. And it was just gone. So I don't know if it has something to do with what I'm trying to show. I mean, that's just kind of where my gut went with it. It's just weird that I'm having these problems. So I'm trying to save up to get extra disk space in hopes that that one helps, but who knows? It's frustrating, Scully, isn't it? It's frustrating because once that happens, it's like it's gone, and then it's like I got to start completely over again, and I don't get it. It's yeah. Is that what his name is? Tyler Robinson, 22 years old. And compress them into zip files. I'll compress 6 into a 15 gig to save space. You right click on the folder and compress. Okay, thank you, Scully. I don't know how to do that stuff. That's what I was saying yesterday. Oh, he's from Utah too? Huh. Wow. I'm going to have to, because all the Brett Kapaka SWAT, I have to combine because there's just way too many. And I need to go through because there's a lot of like 10-second clips of nothing that I can get rid of, but it's not really what we're all looking into right now, so I'm not real worried about it. But I'm just getting mad because I think that's why I'm losing all my other stuff. I don't know. Or somebody's not liking what I'm showing, which wouldn't surprise me either. Because I'm pretty sure I have stuff I was hacked or something. I don't know. And I just ain't got the money to go redo my computer. You know what I mean? To take the laptop to go find out. Yeah. Yeah. It was just weird timing, like you said, too. It was like, come on, what's the chances that right at this time is when all this happens? When I've had all this. It's not like I just got the body. I mean, I did just get a second dump of the body cam from Brent Kapaka, but other than that, everything's been the same. So there was no reason for all of a sudden to go with you're all right to you're not. You know what I mean? True killer crime device got attacked too. Yeah. Yeah. So as soon as you start showing something they don't want, that's what happens. It just seems like I'm not the only one that's went through it, but it's upsetting because I just want to go get it fixed and get my videos back. And I'm so scared to hit like compress and files. And I'm like, oh my God, where's it going to go? Am I even going to get it? Because I tried to compress the Molly videos and then I think that's how I lost them. But I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. Come on, news conference. Let's do this. I'd be talking about that. I'd be showing you guys the video and what all I found this morning so far. Just like the, whoa, I just dropped my laptop. That was a good one. Let's put the laptop down. Okay, Scully, that would be awesome. I wish I knew how to compress them all. I know Kiki was trying to tell me last night too what to do with some of them, so I do need to work on that today too, but I don't know. It's upsetting. It's like I spend all this time trying to do this stuff to show everybody, and prove the corruption that I guess we all know, and then somebody's going to hack into my crap and start doing this stuff. So yes, I miss Kiki too. But Kiki got attacked way too much, and I can't blame her for not being around. Oh, well, I wish you could give us one of them chocolate chip cookies through the screen. That would be really nice. Yummy. Yeah, Scully, she just got, and unfortunately, I'm getting it too, but I try to ignore it. As soon as I put out this video, I've got the most hate I've ever seen, and I never got hate. I mean, I'm not a mean person. Here we go.
Check 1 2. Mic
Oh
check
my
1 2
God.
3 4
4,
5
5,
6
6,
7
7.
8 9 10. Mic 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Check 1 2 1 2 3 4.
Who has the cookies? Cheryl has the cookies. She's making cookies. Wonder if I can I show that? Yes. Well, I mean, my shit's been hacked when I go to get on StreamYard and StreamYard acts like I never had it before. All my StreamYard videos, everything is just gone. I got on StreamYard and it said, start your free trial. Welcome to StreamYard. I had StreamYard. I paid for StreamYard. And it all erased like I never had it before. Yep, for real. Gone. I mean, at least the videos are, down, they're loaded. But everything, yeah, it took me back to fresh, which I'm not complaining because it gave me my free trial and everything, so I don't have to pay for a couple weeks because StreamYard's ridiculous. It's like $20 a week. And I don't got that to pay. You know what I mean? So I try to use the free trials and everything, and I don't know. It was just gone. So it's like and it's weird when I put in even like every time I go to get on here now, I have to put in all my info again. Now you want cookies too, see? Oh my God, I got hacked on TikTok from Outcast account and guess the name of the bitch that took it over. Molly. Oh my gosh. Had to register my number, made 5 TikToks and actually, oh my gosh. Thank you for the cookies, Cheryl. But I mean, I got to laugh at it. Like I said, if I don't laugh about all this, I'm going to go crazy because, I mean, to be honest, I wasn't on yesterday because I was upset. Everything's gone. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know technology. Like, I'm 50 years old, and the first time I've really touched a laptop, big time touch a laptop was for this stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know a lot of stuff. So at first I thought it was me. I thought I screwed up. I thought I deleted everything. Like, I was so upset. I was like crying to Kiki, and she's like, no, I'm telling you, And I'm like, okay, and got me to calm down some, but it's upsetting because I thought I did something and I don't think I did something. I think I got hacked. And now what do I do? Are they still hacking me? I don't know. I went in and I removed like all third party people. I mean, like I did all that stuff, but I don't know what to do after that. Don't you wish you was crazy? Oh, I am crazy. What do you mean, don't I wish I was? I am. But, oh, come on, people. I want to hear this. I mean, obviously they have the name out there already, so what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Touch for very first time. It's keyboard like a virgin. Oh, Scully. You're cracking me up. You are cracking me up. I wish I could. No, I guess I got to get on my actual page to make anybody a moderator, huh? And you know what else is kind of weird about it all? Isn't it kind of weird that it all happened when I made the second channel? I mean, I don't know. Is that something to do with it? I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that as soon as I made that backup channel, everything went to shit. Like it really did. Happy Friday, Roxy. Happy Friday. I was just going to say that. What do you guys have planned for the weekend? Anybody got some fun plans? I wish I was going somewhere. You should text me. I think I may have misunderstood what you thought happened. I am so sorry you are having many issues with. Oh, don't worry about it, Kiki. I think at this point, whatever. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's scary, Kiki. It is. It is. And that's what I said. I know you've been through a lot and, that's your business to tell, but I know everybody already knows that you've been through the harassment and all that. And it sucks. It's scary. And I don't like it. But there's a part of me that just feels I got to keep doing this. I got to keep showing things because obviously somebody doesn't want me to show this stuff because immediately, as soon as I start showing it, everything happens. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's the video. Maybe it's the second account I made. Maybe I don't know. But got up this morning and so far it seems all right, but I don't know. It gets upsetting when I, when I sit here and think about it. Thank you, Roxy. Is that what you mean, Kiki? The second account? Is that the second account's what hit me this morning? It was the second account.
Hello, testing. Hi, everyone. We are 4 minutes out from starting the press conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamp. Thank you, all of you guys. I love all you guys. Like, you keep me going. You have no idea. I mean, some of you might, but I suffer from severe anxiety and depression and, so getting on here is a huge step for me, but you guys make me feel good. So I come on, Yes. Yes. They live. Yes, you are. They won't stop. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have the anxiety, and the anxiety takes over the depression for more. But I even thought of a channel about that. That Scully, maybe we should do a channel on depression and anxiety and talk with people, and you know what I mean? Because I've suffered it all my life, and sometimes it just needs people like this to help people. And that's honestly what has helped me is YouTube. Let's do it. I think we should. I think it would be a good topic too. Because I think more people suffer from it than we realize because people just don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Like back in my day, you don't talk about that stuff. Like you're crazy if you had that problem. You know what I mean? And now everybody suffers from it. And I think people need to realize that a lot of people go through it. And like I said, YouTube has helped me a lot. Yes, I get scared. Yes, it takes a lot of me to hit that go live button. I mean, there's times I'll have a live plan for an hour before I can get myself to actually go live because my anxiety will get to a point that I can't handle it. You know, Cheryl, I did too. It's funny you say that. I did too. I was bound and determined that I was going to get off of everything and that I could handle it. And I, you know, slowly weaned myself down and all that. But I think, and honestly, that's probably what helped me get on to YouTube more was I did come on. The depressant medicine made me feel more down than it ever helped me. The anxiety medicine, a little different. That one kind of helped me a little more. But I had to get off of all the medicine. I didn't want to be on all of it. I wanted to, you know, handle it myself. Sorry. This is not what this topic should be about right now. Sorry. Change the subject, I guess. But that's what makes it hard for me. I have so much stuff I could come on here and tell you guys and show you guys. And, you know, they always say, watch out for the quiet ones. Well, that's how I feel because I'm quiet, but there's so much in my brain that I could point out and show and say. And that's why I always say I need a sidekick up here with me so I can, like, you know, talk back and forth and keep the idea going. Because for me to do it myself, I have a hard time. But yes, Scully, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I'm still getting the head zaps after almost a year. Yes, Cheryl, isn't that horrible? Can I ask you, like, it's up to you if you want to answer it or not. Where you happen to be on gabapentin? Anybody in here happen to be on gabapentin? I always say I have like 10,000 tabs open in my brain. Yes, Roxy. I will start doing one thing, and next thing you know, my brain does that zap, and I'm on to something else over here, and then next 5 minutes later, boom, I'm over here onto the. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Oh, carpal tunnel. I've had surgery done for carpal tunnel. I had my left hand done when I broke it. Never broke a bone in my body until a couple years ago. I fell on my left hand and kind of like twisted it. I broke it in 4 places. And Ciperfoot and okay, I don't know what them ones are. But gabapentin was my lifesaver for a long, long time. Like, it made me happy. It gave me the endorphins. It you know, it did everything that I needed it to do. And that's coming off of it kind of really messed with me. So I actually was trying to say was I started taking it again, but I'm on like the smallest dosage possible right now. And I feel so much better, like so much more talkative, more open. People, I can go around people because if I don't take it, I don't leave my house. I mean, to be honest with you, as I said here right now, I have not left my house since the first day of school on August 26th. Okay. Subject change because I'm not going to cry. So yeah, I need the stuff to keep me going, and I think it's stuff that needs to be talked about because I do think a lot of people suffer from it. The gun, they found a gun right across the street, like right after the incident. They watched him get down off the building and run across, and no, you haven't missed it yet. And that's where the gun was laying, was across the street. But they did get the guy, and I think Simply Solo said he was 22 and he was from Utah, but I don't remember the name. Oh, can you? See, that's what I mean right there. I'm not the only one that suffers from this, but nobody talks about it. That's what gets me is like, I felt like I was the only one that has all these crazy crap that goes on in my head at times. And then I realize I'm not. Everybody, I think, in this world is going through it. And honestly, I blame it on the damn food we eat. I'm joking, but yeah, but where was it when he jumped off the roof? You know what I mean? Yes, I do know what you mean. Just like, where was it? Like, was it in the book bag? But I thought they said it was a shotgun or something, wasn't it? Because that can't go in your book bag. I know at one point when he's walking funny. Like he has a limp, so maybe it was down in his pants. But I'm like you, when he jumped off the roof, how'd he jump off the roof holding that? Cheryl, they tell you to shut up. See, that's the difference. I don't usually talk. And I'll be honest, I can't get on here unless I take my medicine. And I don't take it on a daily basis because I didn't want to be hooked on it again. And because gabapentin, you do withdrawal from, and it's horrible withdrawal. So I only take 300 milligrams, and I try to do it on an every other day. And for me to go live, I have to take it because I can't otherwise. I won't. People freak me out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. What was it? Gotta be a collapsible pistol style rifle. That's what I'm thinking. It has to be, because how else would he? I mean, he had a book bag on him, and the filters fell off. Yes, Ativan. Yes, I have that on the as-need basis too. And I really haven't had to take it for a long time because the gabapentin does seem to work pretty good, but I just don't want to be on it. But I will say, Cheryl, I agree with you. The older I got, I've been in menopause for 6 years now and can't get through it. And the longer I'm in it, the more the I don't care filter comes off. Yes, Scully. I just watched a video where a veteran took about a gun they found, and it was almost 50 inches long and not easily dismantled. So I find it very strange that they claim that the weapon to be the one used. I do too need some Z's. I already thought that. It'll get better. Thank you, Cheryl. I know it will. I tell myself that. And like I said, honestly, I use you guys for that. Nobody realizes how much it means to me to have you guys. Because when you're going through this, you feel pretty alone. And then I get hacked and I lose everything. So what the heck? Yeah, yes. The menopause. A few weeks I'm getting sweats like I know. Oh. Yeah, menopause is horrible. Horrible. The night sweats are nasty. The irritation, the mood swings, yeah. And you know what gets me is the doctors say, just bear with it. You'll get through it. I have a man doctor, and when he tells me that, does that make my blood boil? And I feel
Morning,
bad.
ladies and gentlemen.
Mental pause. Yes, Cheryl.
At
Here we
today's
go.
press conference, we will hear from Governor Cox, FBI Director Kash Patel, and Sheriff Mike Smith. We also have with us Utah DPS Commissioner Bo Mason, Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson, FBI Special Agent in Charge Robert Bowles, and local and federal law enforcement partners. Following the remarks today, Governor Cox, Director Patel, and Commissioner Mason will take questions. Thank you.
Scully. It started. Let's watch. And then maybe we'll go into videos after this or something, if you still want to stick around.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
We got him.
On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th, in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images. Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger. Investigators identified an individual as the roommate of Robinson. Investigators interviewed that roommate, who stated that his roommate, referring to Robinson, made a joke on Discord. Investigators asked if he would show them the messages on Discord. He opened it and showed several messages to investigators and allowed investigators to take photos of the screen as each message was shown by Robinson's roommate. These photos consisted of various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact named Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left, and a message referring to having left the rifle wrapped in a towel. The messages also refer to engraving bullets and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique. Messages from the contact Tyler also mentioned that he had changed outfits. I know there's been speculation as well as to the writing on those casings, those bullet casings, and I believe we have that as well. And I will share that with you now. So the area north of Campus Drive Road where the suspect crossed over, you saw some of that in the video that we released last night, consists of a grassy area with trees on the edge of the UVU campus. Investigators discovered a bolt-action rifle wrapped in a dark colored towel. The rifle was determined to be a Mauser Model 98 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle. The rifle had a scope mounted on top of it. Investigators noted inscriptions that had been engraved on casings found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices bulges, capital OWO, what's this question mark?" Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist, exclamation point, catch, exclamation point." Up arrow symbol, right arrow, and symbol, and 3 down arrow symbols. A second unfired casing read, "Oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Chow Chow." And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO." We are indebted to law enforcement across the state who's worked seamlessly together, local law enforcement, state law enforcement, and our federal partners with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We're grateful for everyone who worked together in such a short amount of time to find this person and to bring justice. I want to thank the public who has been so engaged, reviewing videos, helping us with sending in tips, and helping us get to this point. I want to thank the family members of Tyler Robinson who did the right thing in this case and were able to bring him into to law enforcement as well. I especially want to thank the family of Charlie Kirk, Erica, Charlie's parents, his children. I want us to be thinking of them as we bring justice in this case. They will be involved in that justice. We will be working very closely with them as we move through this process as well. This is a very sad day for our country, a terrible day for the state of Utah. But I'm grateful that at this moment we have an opportunity to bring closure to this very dark chapter in our nation's history. With that, I will now turn the microphone over to the Director of the FBI, Kash Patel.
Thank you, Governor. This is what happens when you let good cops be cops. The FBI and our partners are proud to stand here today together to bring justice to the family of Charlie Kirk and honor his memory. I want to express my deep gratitude to President Trump, the Vice President, and the entire White House who have been so incredibly supportive with both resources and just personally to the FBI as a team. They had our backs the entire way, and I just want to express my gratitude for giving us the resources we need to operate in this space to bring this sort of justice at this sort of speed. In 33 hours, we have made historic progress for Charlie. Governor Cox, our partnership has been absolutely incredible these last few days. Our partnership will endure. Your state and local partners, your sheriffs, your DPS community has been unbelievably impressive in the hardest of times. And a case like this cannot be solved, cannot be brought without partnering with your state and local authorities. The FBI has a certain role to play, and we will play that role, and we will lead out for the federal government. But Governor Cox, we are so grateful for your state partnership that led out on this investigation. A little bit of the timeline. Charlie was shot at 12:23 p.m. on Wednesday. The first FBI agents arrived on scene in 16 minutes with chiefs of police at 12:39 and secured the scene. The FBI immediately launched fixed-wing assets. We utilized these assets to transport personnel, specialty technicians, hostage rescue teams. We also utilize these assets to go back and forth from the East Coast and here in Utah to transport forensic evidence and other evidence that will be analyzed and is being analyzed at our FBI laboratories in Quantico and other laboratories, including the ATF. At my direction, the FBI released the first set of FBI photos of the suspect at 10 a.m. local time on 9/11. Then, shortly thereafter, the FBI reward of $100,000 was released at 10:45 a.m. local. Myself and Deputy Director Bongino arrived on the scene at approximately 5:30 p.m. on 9/11. The governor led a press conference last night at approximately 8 p.m., where at my direction, the FBI released a never-before-seen video of the suspect. We also released new images to the public of the suspect. And just last night, the suspect was taken into custody at 10 p.m. local time. In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise, thanks to the full weight of the federal government and leading out with the partners here in the state of Utah and Governor Cox, the suspect was apprehended in a historic time period. And I want to highlight what Governor Cox said. This would not have been possible without you, the media, and you, the public. That's why we went so public, so fast, and we're so transparent, and we're committed to that transparency. The crime scene, just a little bit there. It is a large crime scene. State and local authorities, along with federal authorities, process that crime quickly. And I even had the ability to walk through that crime scene and walk through the steps the suspect took to learn more about what was needed and what resources we needed to bear to create a full picture for the FBI and leadership back in Washington. Furthermore, thankfully to state and local partners, forensic evidence has been seized and continues to be garnered. Forensic evidence has already been evaluated at FBI laboratories in Quantico and state and local authorities here. We will continue to process evidence as we see it, as we collect it, and we will continue to deliver to Governor Cox and his team. Last night, we had a total of approximately 7,000 leads. As of this morning, thanks to your great work, we have over 11,000 leads that were called in to the FBI. And we are running out every single lead that we can. Every one of those leads will be run out. The arrest is a testament to the dedication of good law enforcement being great and partnerships in law enforcement, which I've tried to highlight as my tenure as the director of the FBI. There is no better relationship for law enforcement than the FBI to partner with state and local authorities, and you've seen it here in these last few days. The FBI Salt Lake field office, along with our offices in LA, Phoenix, Denver, San Antonio, Las Vegas, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, our headquarters component in Quantico, all participate in the FBI. I want to express my deep gratitude to the employees of the FBI, the men and women, the evidence response team tacticians, the special operators, the agents, the support staff. You have done monumental work in historic time when the public, who had a right to demand such an expeditious solving of an investigation, the FBI answered that call diligently, critically important to our nation, and we delivered. And I'm proud to be their leader, and I'm proud to be the director of the FBI. This is a very much an ongoing investigation, as the governor said, and we will continue to work with state and local authorities to develop the investigation, to provide them the evidence they need for their ongoing prosecutions. And we will be here to answer every call they absolutely have, as long as it takes, for as long as we need to find and apprehend whatever suspects were involved in this crime. Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
Aw.
Thank you, and good morning. I would just like to take a few minutes as the sheriff to express my gratitude for everybody who has played a part in this investigation. As you know, it's been a vast, a complicated, and a very, very fast-paced investigation. You're looking at people standing up here who are running on, if they got an hour's sleep in the last couple of days, they're probably lucky. It has been very taxing. It has been so impressive, speaking on behalf of the local law enforcement, to see the cooperation that we've seen in this type of case. Across the state, sheriffs, chiefs, our state partners have stepped up and have come to the call on anything that we needed. Our county chiefs have been phenomenal. Our Utah County Attorney, Jeff Gray, who's standing up here with us, has been phenomenal in leading us through this investigation. I would like to thank the federal government for their resources, their assets. Our local team here, our FBI team, has been extraordinary in helping us work through this and bring this person to justice. Most of all, I would like to thank the public, and specifically, I would like to thank the public who turned to prayers and who turned to positiveness for us. I would like to thank them on behalf of the law enforcement community, because we needed those prayers. That's what we needed to get through this. We needed your support, and you gave it to us. We needed your patience, and you gave it to us. And I would like to thank you for the Kirk family, because that's what they need, is your support and your prayers, and that will get us through all of this. So thank you, everybody, for everybody that have stepped up. We've had such a phenomenal response to this. Thank you.
I also want to give a special thanks to the Attorney General and the Department of Justice. Their unwavering support and their commitment to justice is shown true here. And without AG Bondi and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and the resources they brought to bear, we would not have been able to complete our mission. And I just want to say special thanks. It's an honor to be a part of the Department of Justice.
Thank you again to our incredible law enforcement team who has worked so hard. Sheriff, I got a solid 90 minutes last night, so I'm probably the most well-rested person up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I get the microphone, so I hope you'll permit me a moment just to share a few more thoughts about where we are and how we got here, and maybe a little bit of where we go from here. I don't want to get too preachy, but I think it's important that we, with eyes wide open, understand what's happening in our country today. I've heard people say, well, why are we so invested in this? There's violence happening all across our country, and violence is tragic everywhere. And every life taken is a child of God who deserves our love and respect and dignity. This is certainly about the tragic death, political assassination of Charlie Kirk. But it is also much bigger than an attack on an individual. It is an attack on all of us. It is an attack on the American experiment. It is an attack on our ideals. This cuts to the very foundation of who we are, of who we have been, and who we could be in better times. Political violence is different than any other type of violence for lots of different reasons. One, because in the very act that Charlie championed of expression, that freedom of expression that is enshrined in our founding documents, in having his life taken in that very act, makes it more difficult for people to feel like they can share their ideas, that they can speak freely. We will never be able to solve all the other problems, including the violence problems that people are worried about, if we can't have a clash of ideas safely and securely. Even, especially those ideas with which you disagree. That's why this matters so much. Over the last 48 hours, I have been as angry as I have ever been, as sad as I have ever been. And it was, as anger pushed me to the brink, it was actually Charlie's words that pulled me back. I'd like to share some of those. And specifically right now, if I could, I need to talk to the young people in our state, in my state, and all across the country. As President Trump reminded me, he said, you know who really loved Charlie? The youths. And he's right. Young people loved Charlie, and young people hated Charlie. And Charlie went into those places anyway. And these are the words that have helped me. Charlie said, when people stop talking, that's when you get violence. He said, the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. Welcome without judgment, love without condition, forgive without limit. He said, always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. A few months ago, I referenced this last night, Charlie posted to social media, when things are moving very fast and people are losing their minds, it's important to stay grounded. Turn off your phone, read scripture, spend time with friends, and remember, internet fury is not real life. It's going to be okay. He again said, when you stop having a human connection with someone you disagree with, it becomes a lot easier to commit violence. He said, what we as a culture have to get back to is being able to have a reasonable agreement, where violence is not an option. Now, again, to my young friends out there, you are inheriting a country where politics feels like rage. It feels like rage is the only option. But through those words, we have a reminder that we can choose a different path. Your generation has an opportunity to build a culture that is very different than what we are suffering through right now. Not by pretending differences don't matter, but by embracing our differences and having those hard conversations. I think we need more moral clarity right now. I hear all the time that words are violence. Words are not violence. Violence is violence. And there is one person responsible for what happened here. And that person is now in custody and will be charged soon and will be held accountable. And yet all of us have an opportunity right now to do something different. I want to thank my fellow Utahns. You know, this bad stuff happens. For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for, just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, hey, we don't do that here. And indeed, Utah is a special place. We lead the nation in charitable giving. We lead the nation in service every year. But it did happen here. And it was one of us. But I want you to look at how Utahns reacted the last 2 nights. There was no rioting. There was no looting. There were no cars set on fire. There was no violence. There were vigils and prayers and people coming together to share the humanity. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is the answer to this. We can return violence with violence. We can return hate with hate. And that's the problem with political violence, is it metastasizes, because we can always point the finger at the other side. And at some point, we have to find an off-ramp, or it's going to get much, much worse. But see, these are choices that we can make. History will dictate if this is a turning point for our country. But every single one of us gets to choose right now if this is a turning point for us. We get to make decisions. We have our agency. And I desperately call on every American, Republican, Democrat, liberal, progressive, conservative, MAGA, all of us to please, please, please follow what Charlie taught me. I'll just conclude with words I share often from a friend, an author, Yuval Levin, who was asked if he was optimistic about our country. And he said, I'm not optimistic. He said, I hate optimism. God, that sounds bad. But he said, optimism is a vice. It's this idea that good things are just going to happen. And he said, in the history of the world, good things have never just happened. He says, I'm not optimistic, but I am hopeful. And hope is the virtue that sits between the vices of optimism and pessimism. Hope is the idea that good things are going to happen because we can make them so. I still believe in our country. And I know Charlie Kirk believed in our country. I still believe that there is more good among us than evil. And I still believe that we can change the course of history. I'm hopeful because Americans can make it so. Ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to answer any questions you might have.
Governor, can you please speak to whether the suspect is speaking with authorities and his demeanor, Tyler Robinson, when he turned himself in?
I cannot speak to that. Well, I will leave that up to you to interpret what those engravings mean. I think the clearest one that says "catch fascist," there's not. And by the way, that's like catch like a ball, catch this. That's I think that speaks for itself.
Governor, you indicated that he had been communicating. You talked about this level of hatred that was expressed. Beyond that, is there anything in your view that you discussed that may have radicalized or changed some of the problems that make such a
There's nothing more that we can share at this time.
Governor, you indicated that he had been communicating with a friend on Discord about the gun. Do you anticipate any more arrests?
We do not at this time have any information that would lead to any additional arrests. Yes, but the investigation is ongoing.
Can you detail at all how he came into custody of police and where he is right now?
Yes, so right now, Mr. Robinson has been booked into the Utah County Jail. You heard the president this morning report that he was taken into custody, that his family and a friend helped to deliver him into custody of law enforcement in Washington County. For those of you that don't know where Washington County is, it is the southwesternmost part of the state of Utah. It's about a 3.5 to 4 hour drive from here, where we are right now, and that's where he lived and where they turned him in. Please, I'll go here. I can't share any more than what I've already shared. Yeah. So how we obtained the gun was found here. Yeah, so I don't have much more details on that. We do know that he drove. We had his car here on campus, and then we had his car going south back to the St. George. It's actually the city of Washington in Washington County.
Is he talking with authorities and did he discuss a motive?
I'm sorry. We don't have any information that would lead us to believe that. Yes, in fact, it was just released. Yes. I can't answer that right now. Yeah, thank you. Over here. I absolutely believe that this is a watershed in American history. Yes. The question is, what kind of watershed? And that chapter remains to be written. Is this the end of a dark chapter in our history, or the beginning of a darker chapter in our history? Look, I mean, if you look at true political assassinations in this country of someone of this stature, this feels a lot like the late 60s, and having one so gruesomely displayed on camera in all of our hands and in all of our pockets. We are not wired as human beings biologically, historically. We have not evolved in a way that we are capable of processing those types of violent imagery. And by the way, we've seen another one with a gruesome stabbing very recently that went viral. This is not good for us. It is not good to consume. Social media is a cancer on our society right now. And I would encourage people to log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member, go out and do good in your community. That is happening, and it's happening organically right now. I had a friend in a small city in Utah who said, we're getting together. The Republicans and Democrats in my little town are getting together to have a discussion tonight. Last night, just to find a way to find their better angels. So yes, this could be. I mean, again, you have to go back to JFK to have seen a video live of something like this happening. I wasn't born until 1975, but I know that things were really dark in the late 60s. Sorry to some of you. I know some of you were there, but this is our moment. Do we escalate, or do we find an off-ramp? And again, it's a choice. It's a choice, and every one of us gets to make that choice. Two more questions right here. I cannot comment if there is a direct connection or not, but all I can say is that that through some process, the family came to know that this had happened.
One more thing, Governor. To clarify the clothing issue you mentioned earlier, was he changing outfits?
Correct. Yes, yes. So, so when he's first spotted on campus, he has different clothing on, and then he changes clothing on the roof, and then changed back into that clothing at some point, so that when he was apprehended, when he was arrested, the clothing matched the clothing he had on before the shooting here at UVU. Last question here. Yes. Yeah. So I don't have any information on the mental illness part. He was not a student here at UVU. Was living and had lived for a long time with his family in Washington County, in the southernmost part of our state. Thank you, everyone, for your great work in getting this information out. I will just say, process-wise, this may be important. I know many of you aren't familiar with the process in Utah. I think it's important that you understand that. Basically, we have 3 days for charging documents to be filed. A CI will be filed. We'll have more information then, more detailed information as those charging documents are filed in preparation for a preliminary hearing. So 3 days. So, we would anticipate then that early next week, those charging documents will be filed. We will obviously be working, the county attorney will be working very closely with Mr. Cook's family as those documents and decisions are prepared and made. Thanks, everyone.
Yes, I drank from the water hose too. If you got thirsty, you got the water hose and you took a drink. That's funny. Well, I take it that's it. Why? And I'm kind of surprised they didn't mention anything about the weapon or, any more detail about it. Where exactly was it? How big was it? How did he carry it? How did he get it off the roof? How did he, I don't know. That was strange. The water hose was great, Meg. I always thought so. I mean, and like I said, if we did something wrong, you knew about it as a kid, man. You got that stink eye, man. You got that eye. And you got that eye. You knew better, man. You shut your mouth and you went to your room or you went outside. You knew better. So, okay, we're going to stop sharing that since I think it's over. There has to be another person involved. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this world anymore. I really don't. It's scary. It's a scary, scary world. And like I said, I'm not as worried about me as I'm worried about my kids. Question: everybody, why leave the rifle and bullets if you got away? Yep. That's what I don't understand is why would you even do that? You know what I mean? Sorry, trying to answer my phones and everything else. Where's reference should be at go, we wash your hands just to spank me. Yes. I remember that. If you were bad, my mom would be like, bathroom now. And it was like, oh man, I'm in trouble. I'd get to the bathroom. I'd try to hurry up and run to the stall. I remember. But you know what? I respected my parents. I did. And I didn't do this crap. It was a hug while punching me while saying, it's okay, don't cry. It's okay for some white women. You are punching me. Yes. That was the other thing. You didn't cry, Oh, I just wasn't. But the shit we went through as a kid, it is kind of funny to go back and think about now. And look at how the kids are being raised now. I mean, they're lucky if they get told, oh my God, don't do that. I mean, nowadays, these parents kids run. But I mean, they run wild because the parents have to work. With the cost of everything in this world right now, unfortunately, both parents usually have to work. So they have to get up, go to work, and you got to trust that your kid is going to go to school and do the right thing every day. And they're not, So it's that evil in this world because we gotta work, but then if we're working all the time, you're not paying attention to your kids, and now we got these kids that are just running wild, and all they see on TV is this stuff. You know what I mean? That's all they see. You put on TV and it's this person was shot and this person was shot and oh my God, this school just had this happen and this school just had this happened. And, I mean, that's all the news is about. And it's crazy. I'm north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And let me tell you, Pittsburgh, it was bad. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't horrible. My family is from Pittsburgh. I knew Pittsburgh like the back of my hand. I could get around. I was safe. I'd walk. I would, everything was fine. I would never do that now. Never would I do that now. It is not safe. Different time. Exactly. It is not. I think the rifle and the bullets are just misdirected. And I think about something bigger, just my opinion. Yeah. And hi, Stephen. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hi. Welcome. Today was just a last minute, make myself get on here and, show this conference and see what they had to say. I'm glad they got the guy. And whoever turned them in has some money now, I guess, huh? Holy crap. But I'm glad they got him. I really am. But who else was working with them? Because somebody had to be working with them. I just don't see how one person... I don't know. Maybe they did. Like I said, I seen it here in Butler when they shot with Trump and that. Like, it's just kind of strange that EMT was not on standby, especially at a big college event. And why was there zero security? And they said there was none. None. You're letting a big event like this happen on a college ground. Why would there not be security? I mean, I know he's not the president. I know he's not vice president. I know he wasn't like that, but he drew a huge crowd. So why would they not have security in EMT? Kidding myself in front of me. I said, excuse me. He was taken back and apologized. It is real, guys. And he just questioned who fits it so you could get the reward money. Yep. Is it the real guy or just, yeah. Did they show us anything? They haven't showed us anything. Here we go again with, why can't you just show us where, like, whoever found the poo-poo, is there no pictures of it? Like, what did it look like? Like you said, was it dismantled? Was it in pieces? Was it fully together? How big was it? Where did he carry it at? What car did he get into? How did he leave there? I mean, I got a lot of questions. How do you, his view, yes, clad in black, isn't it? Well, where's his balaclava or however you say it? Ski mask is what I call it. You know what I mean? Like, come on. That's the sad thing about this, Meg, is if it was prior to the Idaho case, I probably would have believed all this, unfortunately. But I've seen too much now. Yeah, now just trust them. What is it? Just trust us. Yeah. I agree with you, Meg. I'm not, and that's what I thought so too. And it's sad. We live in a sad, sad world. And I don't understand why people just turn to the poo-poos as a way to solve everything. I just don't. You know what I mean? We were taught better than this. We were taught better than how this world is right now. And people need to do something. And you know what? Maybe quit making it such a big deal on TV. Maybe quit making it such a big deal on YouTube. Maybe, I mean, I get it. We want to hear what happened. We want to understand what happened. My news is showing up close personal pictures of this guy right now. Oh my. Yeah. But just, you know what I mean? Because I feel like the more they advertise this, the more they make a big deal about it, the more that these kids look at it like it's cool. Like, hey, well, look at the attention they're getting. Look at, it's all over the place. I can make it to every news channel there is out there if I go do that. I just feel like they're pumping these kids with the thought that this is okay. That's just how I feel. Even if BK did author him and FBI violated his own constitution rights. Exactly. Exactly, Meg. And that's my problem. I don't care who did the crime. And if he did do the crime, he said he did the crime, he's in jail. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. He did it. I don't think he did it alone. None of his, like you said, his constitution rights were violated. And there was a lot of things on that case that needs to be looked into. Like I said, I just spent all morning checking out, hi, Michelle, going over the clips of the 1112 video. And the things that I was finding in there are just mind blowing. And I've made sure I went through like 4 different cameras to make, like say, I don't want this person because the one had color. And I thought, okay, just to make sure that nothing's corrupt on it. So I went to Outcast and I grabbed his video, and I've grabbed different videos to look through them to just make sure that it ain't just the one video I'm checking out. And it's not. It's all of them. Sadly, instantly, people blame the Democrats because they still blame Democrats for Trump attempt when it was an 18-year-old mega kid who did that. I am so curious what the real person is and this. Yep, me too. Me too, guys. Me too. But yeah, Meg, you're right. You are right. I mean, I agree with you on that. It does. But, oh, guys, I don't know. Like I said, I could, we could get into the cam and that this morning, but I'm not real ready for it to show what I'm seeing. But, I know I want to go live here later maybe and go over some of the stuff, but there's a lot of strange things that happen on that camera. So there's a lot of corrupt going on in this world, and something needs done about it. But did you see the book that was like supposedly came out about this happening the day before this happened? I think it was, or September 9th. I think they said it was published on Amazon. And Meg, I think I sent you the TikTok of it. Yeah, Steven, I'm the same way. I'm not about the BS. I'm really not. There's enough of it in this case that we don't need anymore. And there's so many people out there that definitely are about spreading the lies and everything else, You saw it, Carla? Okay, so I'm not the only one that saw that. You see that book that came out on Amazon about this happening before it happened. How's that? Something's not right. What's that, Meg? Order sealing supplemental response to the court. I don't know which one that is. But, yeah. How do you come up with a book that you did too? That's what's blowing my... There's 2 of them? Oh, wow. I didn't even know that one. I seen one. I sent it to Meg on TikTok because I couldn't believe it. How do you make a video or a book? You know what I mean? How do you make a book before it even happens? And people still want to buy it. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's crazy about it. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I don't know. What do we want to keep going for a minute here? I don't know. Was it the annoying voice guy from TikTok? No, I don't think it was. I didn't even pay attention to it. I was just so blown away with the fact that there was a book, but the book, Meg, that I mean, I didn't even get to see it, but I know that I seen it. I think it was the TikTok. Maybe it was on YouTube, but I know, Meg, right? I need to get up my view hours, but I'm on the wrong account. So that's what screwed me. And I didn't even think about it when I got on here this morning. I jumped on my main account and not the second account because I got to get my views and my watch hours up on that one. But oh, did he play it last night? Okay. Hey, I watched Outcasts from 2 nights ago with Dot when you guys were all saying about it. I had to go back and listen to it. Oh, good old Dot. Good old Dot. Well, let me see what I have here. Hold on. I can show you guys a clip or two that I was working. I mean, I don't have them side by side, but I am going to show you something that I don't know if everybody realized it or not for certain here, but hold on. Let me go here and present this. I want you guys to watch this car come in. Okay, this shows you right here. And this is not, this is, you know, me doing nothing. This is straight from the video itself. Okay. Pay attention to this car. Just post this live to the other channel. You know what I need to do is I need it to, when I live stream, I can live stream to like multiple, you know, X and Reddit and wherever else. I needed to just add the other channel, and that way I was streaming on both of them. There's also an email exec that had something about Charlie having passed at home 6 days earlier too. Oh, wow, Tonk. I sent you the video too this morning from TikTok. But watch this video. When I play, pay attention to it because it comes up and the car's coming in, and right before it gets to the bend, you're going to hear it, the sound go out, and then all of a sudden the car takes off, and then it kind of like slows down again. And this is raw footage. This is nothing done to it. Okay, this is how it was. But pay attention to this. Tell me this ain't crazy. I can't see chat when I'm doing this, but watch this. Here we go. Watch the car. Watch. Okay, watch. Sound out. Car speeds up. Slows down again. See that? Watch that car. He's going to speed up real quick. Right before he slows down, sound goes out, and then car speeds up. Then slows down. Crazy, right? %, that is messed with. You see what I mean? That right there, somebody messed with that video. And you know, that's the raw, you know, real video. So you tell me. It ain't crazy. Okay, it ain't crazy. It really isn't in this. Yes, needs some Z's. Exactly what I'm pointing out. It comes in, there's sound, and then all of a sudden it goes quiet, and then the car speeds up fast around the corner, and then it's almost like it slows down again. Watch. I'll play it again. Hi, Mikey. Watch this car. There we go. Here it comes. Or no, I missed it. Whoop. Here it is. There it is. Sound out. No sound. Speeds up. Now slows down. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Needs disease. Yep. And I'm trying to match this because I kind of really thought maybe that one would be the match to the 420 car going, but it's not. The 420 car is like a completely different. It's weird because all the other cars come out to that stop sign and they make a wide turn. Every one of them cars so far have made a wide turn. Even the SUV leaving, Molly leaving, every one of them cars make a wide turn, except for the 340 or the 420 car speeding out. He comes to the corner and he just cuts real sharp. So yeah, it's weird. 338 skull. As you know, I'm a nurse in the trauma me, and 333 confuses me. Why does it confuse you, Scully? But yeah, I think that's strange on that piece. That one was weird. And then there's another part I clipped that, I'm looking here to see which one it is. It is 348. Okay. Let's stop sharing that one. Let me find it real quick for you. What did I say it was? 348, right? 347. Right here. Listen to this stuff. Okay, first off, there's a car up on Wilena going really slow. Okay, which that happens numerous times throughout. It almost looks like it stops and goes into a driveway. It's weird. Okay, but this one, there's no car, but listen to the noises in the background. Listen to, it sounds like somebody like knocks on the door. It sounds like, I don't know. I think there's weird sounds in this one. Just listen for a minute. What is that? Do you guys hear that stuff? I don't know. I think it's all weird. Also, Christina BK's videos look like my algorithm. Yeah, I keep thinking it was the same timestamp. Hey, oh, Mikey, that sounds fun. Enjoy your day. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Something's not right about it because what is the noises? You know what I mean? And the timestamps, you are right, Scully. A lot of it is repeats. You know what I mean? You got to I have it turned up. Yeah, my hearing ain't the best either, Steven. I hate it. But if you turn it up loud and you listen to it, and the clip goes longer, but I just grabbed that clip so I had an idea of it. But there's definitely stuff going on, and you almost hear what sounds like somebody walking and then knocking on a door. Like it's weird. It has some weird parts to it, but there's a lot of clipping and all that, like I said, I've been going through there. For the most part, I think they're all repeated, but there are, I think, 2 or 3 different vehicles. And what made me look was on Outcast the other night when Dot said about this black Kia, and then we all looked, everybody looked, and it was like a Jeep Compass or Renegade or something like that. I think we said, I'm pretty sure that is one of the vehicles that go out at the 423, I think it is. I think it's that one that goes out. So, and what was weird was between the time that Molly got there and she leaves, the amount of noise and talking in the background, like in that video, is crazy. Like, there's no way that she would not have heard it. There's no way she wasn't part of the noise, like the commotion, the yelling. There was like talking and singing and like all kinds of stuff going on, supposedly when, Molly's outside walking around. Jeep Renegade, is that what it was? Okay, I thought so, Tonka. That's what I was putting it to. And it looks like a Jeep that comes out at the 423, I think it is. There's 2 different times. 4 o'clock, I'm pretty sure it's an SUV that goes out. And then again at the 423. I'm trying to look at them right now and see if they match up in any way. But it's Dot kept saying it was a Kia because it looked like hers or whatever. I don't think it was a Kia. It was definitely a Jeep because it had the rounded lights and that. But that is one of the vehicles to me that looks like goes out at the one time. Hey, Truth, Justice, and True Crime with Anna. Thank you for joining us. I'm getting ready to actually get off. I don't think I'm going to stay on long. My daughter and granddaughter showed up and going to see what they're doing and all that. But I do want to keep going on these videos. So it's only 11 my time right now. So once they're not here, I think I'm going, as long as nobody else is really live, then I might put together another clip or 2 of them videos and that, because I want to check out the SUV that's coming in and out. And because I almost wondered if it was the SUV that has the loud exhaust and they just muffled the sound of the exhaust, because that one really sticks out. I don't know. I don't trust any of it. So like I said, when I zoom in over by the house across, the 119 house, you can actually see people standing by the car that's scrubbed out. And like I said, I don't see all that. Like I said, all Rollo and all their videos that they point out and I watch, but I just don't see that kind of stuff. So when I seen it, I was like, whoa, what is that? So I know definitely, like I said, I've already pointed out the 330 and the 332 match, the 338 and the 340 match. So from there, now it's trying to figure out this SUV and that and what it's doing. But there's definitely talking going on. There's definitely noise, singing, yelling at the same time Molly's there. And it's just fishy. This one purposely alternated so we can't trust it. Exactly, Stephen. Exactly. So, hi, Love Tina. It's Friday, everybody. I hope you all have a great weekend and that. Hopefully you have something fun planned. But I do too. I think that, there's a reason for everything, fully my belief here. So I'm just not sure what their purpose was with this camera, because it's obvious they messed with it. It's obvious it's clipped. And honestly, I'm starting to really think it's their reenactment video. And I don't know. It's just it's crazy if you go through it. Like I said, I have, and if you pay attention to car back on Walena, there's a car that's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's going really slow. And then other times it's going really fast. And I know it's supposed to be that car, and it just don't always line up, because you'll catch the car in Walena, and then no other car comes in the road. And then 10 minutes later, you'll catch it again. And then sometimes it takes, 3-4 minutes before the car actually enters on King Road, which it wouldn't match up that way. So if you take, when they say they see the car in Walena, to what they have wrote in papers saying, well, it's the car circling, and it don't line up. It just does not line up. I've tried. I mean, I have focused so much on this stuff that the last couple of days, I think I dream about it. It's crazy. It's like that's all that I can think of anymore. Is it's upsetting, I think, is more of the problem. Is I'm upset because our law enforcement net shouldn't be this way. We shouldn't have to worry about, we should be able to trust our law enforcement, and we can't. And that's just, it's sad. So again, there's Cash App, since I don't got Super Chats and Venmos. Don't expect it. Greatly appreciated. If it is, there is my second channel. If you ain't already subbed to it, please go do. I was moving pretty good, but nope, I stopped at like 430 people or something. So I got to get over 500 to even get some good stuff. Tomboy. You can say my name 3 times, just as long as you don't say that other name 3 times. We're good. Can't be completely trusted. Exactly, Stephen. And sadly, it's obvious anymore. It really is, but it's just sad. It really is. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. And like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know if there's an area that you want me to look at. Let me know if there's a video you want me to try to check out and see if it matches. As of the car coming out backwards, I can't find that. It does look like it I think it's going in right way, but they just sped it up a lot. Oh, mowing. Oh, well, at least you can mow. I mean, my grass looks like straw. We haven't had rain here for so long that we haven't had to mow grass in probably a good month. It's horrible. You walk outside and it's like crunch, crunch, crunch. Heather's always like, go touch grass. I'm like, I don't even have any to touch anymore. I got dried up straw out there I can go out and touch, but other than that, I ain't got grass. It's horrible. It's a fabulous Friday. But of course. But anyhow, guys, thank you for joining me for that press conference. I'm glad they got the guy. That's as long as it's him and just him, but I'm sure it's not. I'm sure we'll hear more about it in time. Or we won't. One of the two. It'll either we will or it'll be like quiet. Nothing. Yours was brown and crunchy too. Thanks, Donka. Thank you all for being here. Like I said, I just came on for the press conference. I really didn't have anything planned towards the, Idaho part of it. I am still trying to work on that and see what I can come up with. But like I said, you guys have any ideas, anything you want me to check out, please, put it in a comment or whatever. My emails are all on here too. Just let me know what you think, and I'm going to go spend some time with my daughter and granddaughter and enjoy my Friday. But if nobody is live in a little bit, then there you are, Fleas. How are you? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Tonka. It's going to be one of them things that, we heard about it today, but I'll bet you within the next day or two, it's like old news already. They're going to try to hide it. like we all say, there's something weird about this one too. So you ain't gonna have a college and a huge event like this and not have security or EMT on standby. That just makes zero sense, especially since you're at a college. You're at a school with a bunch of kids. Makes no sense. Sorry, I had to get up and do something. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way, love Tina. But I love you all. I thank you all for being here. I like I said, I do greatly appreciate every one of you guys. And maybe Yins will see me later. Took my medicine today, so I'm on a roll. So never the days you can tell because I'm on here. Tomboy, have fun mowing your grass. Love Tina. Get up and do something. Tonka, love ya. Mag P, love ya. I love you all. Please, every one of you, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share, go to my other channel. Make sure you are subbed to that one if you're not already, which I think all you guys are. And I will see you on the YouTube streets later on today. If not, you guys all enjoy your Friday and have an awesome weekend. Bye.